conversate for a few.
Talking about that east side nigga with that east side nigga with that east side.
We back from taking a listen to
Caught
Their Eyes. In my opinion, bro, this is by far the grooviest joint on the album.
I agree.
Yeah.
And it's like the grooviest joint on the album and the second most controversial.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I can take that.
Because of the second verse in which Jay-Z calls out Prince's former lawyer, Londell McMillan. And I want to start by reading, because there's a good article on wrapup.com that was highlighting all of his responses, Londell McMillan responses to Jay-Z verse. One of the things he led with, right, it says, he says, yeah, I heard the track. He tweeted it. And he said, I'm not focusing on a diss track now, focusing on not letting WBR control masters. I do like the beat. So that's what he said about it, right? He said more, but what's most important is what Jay said. And the connection or the relationship Prince had with Tidal before he passed. Transitioned. Yeah. That's what's more important. So look, he said, I sat down with Prince eye to eye. He told me his wishes before he died. Now Londell McMillan must be colorblind. They only seen green from them purple eyes. Then he goes on and says, this guy had slave on his face. You think he wanted the masters with his masters? You greedy bastard sold tickets to walk through his house. I'm surprised you ain't auctioned off the casket. Yo, Jay, he was going in.
He talked cash.
He was talking junk on this.
He talked trash to that man. Ironic to me that this man kept using the word focus, talking about caught in their eyes.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
he set himself up.
Yeah, you set yourself up for that one, bro.
Yeah.
He went all the way in. Just the thing that got me, I like the fact that he took the time to speak up, because nobody really knew about that relationship. No. We knew that the music was going to Tidal. I knew I had heard a little bit about the music being on Tidal.
Yes.
But I never knew what happened.
Right.
When all of that, you know.
And and that's what I was going to say. The relationship that Jay-Z and Prince had, and how Prince felt about Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Tidal, right, was good. He released, and that's one of the things that's highlighted in that article is that he allowed Hit and Run. Prince allowed his Hit and Run album to stream exclusively on Tidal. Right. And so he said this. He said, Tidal is sinking money into it, talking about his project, and they need it. Then he said, and my heart is, and my heart is always on because I want them to do well. Beyonce and Jay-Z have taken a lot of abuse. Their family has a historic amount of abuse between the two of them. And when we win on this, none of us will gloat. He's not gloating. He's not gloating type. He's not the gloating type anyway. He's slick with his. He says, brush the dirt off your shoulder. So it was going to be, it seems it was going to be a win all around.
Yeah, it was going down. That's where Prince's music was going.
Right. Yeah. And so, and Prince knew that, and he liked Tidal, he liked Jay-Z, Beyonce, he liked the whole idea of Tidal, and that's why he allowed it to exclusively be streamed on Tidal. Now, what I did not know that I learned from that article was that they got sued. Rock Nation was sued for they said like some type of infringement or something. Okay. Because Jay tried to get the masters, and then they would not. He put in a bid for the masters, and they wouldn't sell them. And then Londell McMillan,
they wouldn't sell them to him.
Right. And Londell McMillan was the one who told the people who own the masters to sue Rock Nation. And so that's
Londell wanted them out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted them out of the way.
Out of the way, all the way out of the way. Poor fella. You picked the fight with the wrong one.
He did.
Yeah. Hopefully he got his war chest ready.
Oh man.
Because I don't think they're gonna let Prince's masters go quietly. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I think I would imagine that if you know something funny was going on with Prince's masters, then you was that close to it, you had any level of power, you wouldn't let that just go.
Yeah.
You know, you would do
and
something
I can see
about
that.
it. Yeah, me too.
It'll be a fuss.
I was looking at the song from you know the straight up artistic standpoint, man, and this and the wordplay is like, I mean, you know, in hip hop, a lot of times what we have to do, well, we don't have to, but in music and arts and everything, we kind of compare it to something that you may recognize, right? So that
I think I know what you're gonna say. Go
yeah, this is you know I'm gonna say 22 twos. Is that what you thought I was gonna say?
22 twos. And it was funny, but I thought it would be between 22 twos and I Gave You Power.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if it's I Gave You Power level.
It's not that level.
Yeah.
But the way Nas, you know what I mean, put himself speaking as the gun.
Yeah.
Right? The way and to that level, the way he did that so brilliantly, and the way Jay masterfully flip the word I and vision and cite so many different ways and so many different scenarios that you know.
So
what I mean,
I would say
that was the same level, the execution level.
So maybe it's smack dab between 22 twos and I Gave You Power, because it's poetic.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Poetic.
But it's straightforward bars sometimes too.
Yes.
And I Gave You Power was almost completely poetic. Because it was like...
Yeah, it was.
You know what I mean?
It was entirely poetic.
It was entirely poetic. And 22 twos was almost all bars.
Yeah, it was...
You know what I mean?
Straight
like,
bars.
Straight bars.
Straight bars.
You know what I mean? So this is like right between I Gave You Power and 22 twos, which... Because, I mean, words like... You brought it to my attention yesterday. What'd you say? Memories trickle down my cheek.
I can see your
side eye in my sleep. Like, bruh. What? First of all, as a man, you vulnerable enough to be sad. You see what I'm saying? And hurt.
Yourself crying.
Right. Talk about yourself crying. But then you also vulnerable enough to know that this side eye that she giving you bothers you. You see what I'm saying? It's not something you can brush off. You know what I mean? Like that side eye and that distrust or whatever it is that's coming from her is eating at you. You know what I mean? Like, and you describe in this. There's a million different ways to say something is eating at you. To say that it came through your eyes, you see what I'm saying, is a completely different, is just out of this world.
Yes, which one of my favorite things about this whole song is the very beginning.
Yeah. Before
you even get into the verse, when he say, the eyes speak the truth when everything else lies.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so... And he played and everything that he says after that in his verses, you know, ties into that one statement, which is like the premise for the song.
I mean, in the line after that, I can't remember what the next line was. It's say that first one again.
The eyes speak the truth when everything else lies. He said it. And he's just talking, but he's saying it in rhythm with the beat.
I don't think he's just talking. I was gonna say because the next line is an add on to that.
Yeah, it rhymes.
Yeah, so I think that's really the beginning of his verse. But he also used it again at the end.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
He brings it back.
He brings it back. So it's a vamp.
Yeah,
Jay-Z with the vamp. Jay-Z with the vamp at the beginning.
He teaching song structure.
Yeah, he teaching the boys song structure out here, man. We learn this song structure listening to Jay-Z out here, man. Like I said, though, I said it was between Reasonable Doubt and I Gave You Power, right? So,
22 twos, I Gave You Power.
22 twos, I Gave You Power. But the if you go back to Reasonable Doubt and you hear I keep one eye open like I'm CBS, you see me stressed, right? Like for that period in time, that was like mind blowing.
Right.
This song got like 20 of them. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
this
a fact.
song got like
facts
15 to 20 of those.
Yeah.
In this song.
And this goes back into what we was talking about earlier when we was covering another song. It may have been track 2, but talking about how dealing with Smile, and you were saying how it picked up right where You Must Love Me. It picked up right there.
Yeah.
And so,
Conversate for a few.
no, pardon me. Track one picked
up
off talking about shooting the brother. But see, so you highlighting that. It was saying, so I keep one eye open like CVS on the joint. Can I live?
Right.
On the reason of that album. So this caught their eyes, picked up on that particular
that vibe, that distrust, that whole that whole feeling.
Yeah.
It's just expanded on because it's not from a young hustler's perspective at this point. It's from somebody that's seen something, that's become a businessman, and we still seeing the same things. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm still seeing the same things, and obviously you're not like me. You're remedial because you can't tell the difference between you and I.
Yes.
Those are the vowels, people, not Y-O-U and I. I'm talking about you and I. You're remedial. You can't tell the difference between you and I. Really.
That was crazy.
Really.
Crazy lot.
Yeah, like just this man is special with a pen, and he ain't ashamed to let you know it, and I can appreciate that.
And of course, beat.
Like I said, it's the grooviest joint.
Insane.
Like if
you're not moving when you listen to this, you're dead.
Yeah.
You dead.
Yeah. Either that or like you said before, you just don't have rhythm.
Yeah.
But
don't have rhythm.
You'll move even without the rhythm. Like if you have to clap like that on the beat, still do it. Like, cause it's gonna make you move.
It's gonna make you move.
God almighty, this thing is right now. I'm trying to tell you what I know to be true. This is classic No ID as far as that groove go to. That, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How it really got that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
bounce.
It's got a bounce to it. You know what I mean? And even the way he used Frank Ocean voice on here is classic No ID. You think back to how he used voices on Common stuff. I'm not even gonna say a song because I don't want to lead you down the wrong path. Like lead anybody to think they get ready to get that. But this is reminiscent of classic No ID sound that you have loved before on this particular joint right here. This is
Conversate for a few.
I don't know what else he could have done to make this a more like enjoyable listen.
Yeah. And when I first listened to the album, and I mean this album's so good I don't have a favorite.
Yeah, I hear you.
When I initially listened, my very first sit down and listen to the album from beginning to end. When I was done, I said, "Caught their eyes." My favorite joint.
Yeah, easy. I can see how that is too. Caught their eyes or Marcy Me or But it's a lot.
Then when y'all listen more and more, I'm like, damn, I can't even decide now.
Yeah. It's all in what you want.
And that's what makes it so good.
Yeah. Yeah, this one he killed this. Like it's got the whole like I said, I keep calling groove because that's really what it make you do. Like it's not really a dance record.
Swing.
Yeah, it's not a dance record. It's not slow.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not fast enough that I think to be a dance record. It's a mean 2-step record though. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be cool. You know what I mean? Like this is that joint you pull up banging. Like this and bam.
Yeah, this and bam.
You pull up like
you should be playing this.
You be playing this when you pull up. Yeah, this is the one. Cause everybody know you can't enjoy yourself and you ain't about no bullshit.
Right.
I'm with this one.
I guarantee you pull up playing this around people, you're gonna see heads start moving. Ain't nobody gonna dance.
Guaranteed. Nobody.
But people gonna sway. They
gonna
gonna be nodding their head. Everybody gonna be bouncing.
Yeah, they gonna definitely move. You'll move the crowd when you pull up listening to this one. This is what you looking for the summertime. Then pull up listening to this one. You'll move a crowd. Guaranteed. You think we did enough on this one? It seems like we going faster now that we in the middle of the album. I think we got all our. Maybe we gushed enough about how good Jay-Z is in the beginning that now we just actually recording. You know what I'm saying? We giving a more comprehensive review. Y'all hit us up and let us know what y'all think about the reviews too. If you think we went too far, we talking about stuff that you don't give a damn about, let us know. We not gonna really care, but we want to know anyway.
Yeah, but we want to know anyway. Even though we not gonna care, we gonna do our show how we do our show.
Right.
We still want to see what you have to say about it.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, we'll make some changes. We're not just gonna be jerks and have you listening to stuff that you don't want to hear. But because what you'll do is stop listening. But we'll tailor it a little bit to you, and you kind of rock with us a little bit and meet us halfway, and we see if we can make this thing work. But if we did enough on Caught Their Eyes, then we gonna go into the title track, right? Yeah. That 444. This is a rough one here. Yeah. Yeah. If you ever been through anything with Jesus Christ, I'm just gonna let y'all go take a listen, and we gonna stop for a second and take a listen ourselves. All right.
Conversate for a few.